Hey guys, welcome to the table here at Blue Dice Craps. With you as always, I'm Bill, and thanks for being here. In this video, I'm going to demonstrate just a quick basic tutorial on how to play from the don't pass. Okay, now I think most people kind of understand the pass line, so just to put it simply, the don't pass is basically the opposite of the pass line. Okay, so in other words, on the come out roll, you're going to lose on the 7 or 11, the opposite of what happens on the pass line. Okay, there's a few more nuances we have to understand about this though. Okay, on the don't pass, you're going to win on the 2 and the 3, but typically you're going to see this bar 12. Okay, so you're not going to win on the 12. The opposite of the pass line, where you lose on the 2, 3, and 12. Okay, you're only going to win on the 2 and 3 when you're playing from the don't. Okay, the other thing we have to understand about this bet is that unlike the pass line is a contract bet, whereas the don't pass is not. So in other words, once you make a pass line bet, the dice are out, points established, you're stuck with whatever the point is. On the don't, let's say a 6 comes out. On the come out, you can actually take your bet back. Okay, you can't do that on the pass line, but you can do it on the don't. Most people will tell you, don't ever take down your don't pass bet once the point's established. Okay, and the reason is because now, no matter what the point is, you have the advantage. Okay, so this is kind of like an advantage play. All right, so on the come out roll, you lose on the 7 or 11. That's a disadvantage. Once a point's established, regardless of what the point is, even though some of our favorite points, 6 and 8, right? Once the point's established, you now have the advantage. Okay? So usually taking down your don't pass doesn't make sense once you've made it past the come out roll. Okay? The other thing we have to understand is the odds. Okay? But guys, listen, if you like this content, okay, you like playing craps, you like learning more about craps, please, please, please like this video and please subscribe. I'm at just over 500 subscribers right now. I'm looking to get to 1,000 subscribers in the next month or two. Okay, I'm going to set the deadline, let's say 4th of July. Okay, so help me get there. Okay, it's about 6 weeks away. Okay, help me get to 1,000 subscribers in the next month and a half, please. Okay, so let's take a look at this. Okay, let's say we're on a $25 table. Okay, puck is off. Okay, so we're coming out. Okay, now you can shoot from the don't, guys. Okay, obviously you have to have a pass line bet or a don't pass bet to shoot. Okay, so you're allowed to shoot from the don't, even though some people don't like it. Okay, but you're going to lose on the 7 or 11, right? So I'm not sure why people don't like you shooting from the don't. You're taking a huge risk here at the start. Okay, dice are out, hands high, and we have a 9. The point's now 9. Okay, so now this means that if a 7 is rolled before a 9, we're going to win even money on our don't pass bet. Okay, now that's kind of a great bet. Okay, because there's 6 ways to roll a 7. There's only 4 ways to roll a 9. Okay, we have a huge advantage right here. Okay, so at this point, we can also lay odds. Okay, so when we take odds on the pass line, we call it taking odds. When we put odds on the don't pass, we call it laying odds. Okay, now the thing with odds on the don't pass is that they pay like the opposite of the pass line. Okay, so for example, if the point's 4 or 10, they're only going to pay 1 to 2. Okay, if the point's 5 or 9, they're going to pay 2 to 3. And if the point's 6 or 8, they're going to pay 5 to 6. So as a general rule, if your odds bet on your pass line, on your don't pass bet, is divisible by 6, you're good. You're always good if it's divisible by 6. So for example, on a $25 bet, $25 flat bet, okay, I could I could take 60 odds on a 9, okay? And this will pay me $40 then, okay? I could also take $30 odds, and then that'll pay me 20, okay? But just be aware of, you know, generally you want to be divisible by 6, but you'll see it doesn't matter because, like if the point was 10, okay, I could take 50 odds, and that would pay me 25, right? It's going to pay me 1 to 2, okay? So, and I shouldn't say take odds. I could lay odds, 50 odds on the 10. Okay, that's going to pay me 1 to 2. One thing you'll notice is I bridged my odds bet. So it's a $50 odds, and I made a little bridge between the initial don't pass bet and the odds bet. Okay, that's because my odds bet, my don't pass bet's going to pay 25, and my odds bet would pay me 25 if the point was 10. Okay, so since they're going to pay exactly the same, the dealers like you to bridge your odds. Okay, if like the point actually was, I don't know if I just messed up the money right there. The point was actually 9, and I want to do 60 odds. I wouldn't bridge it. Okay, I would stack it, and even at 30, I would stack it off to the side. And I'm having a brain fart right now. I can't remember what we call this, but I would put them off to the side like this. Now you don't have to worry too much about this because if you mess it up, the dealers will fix it. Okay, so if you bridge it and you weren't supposed to bridge it, they'll just fix it usually, because basically they want to be able to see what the payout's going to be. They want the eye in the sky to see what the payout's going to be. So, you know, you're doing this more for the dealers than you even are for yourself. So I wouldn't worry too much about whether I bridge it or not. Okay, guys, if the point was 8, this is going to pay 5 for 6. So in this case, this $30 odds is going to pay 25. Okay, so we would bridge. Okay, so that's the whole thing with bridging your bet, or just stacking it off to the side like this, and you offset it when it's different denominations like this. Okay, or even the same denominations. Usually don't want it like that, just so everybody knows what's going on, that's an odds bet, and it's not, you know, you're not just adding more money to your don't pass. Okay, but unlike the pass line, where we would have a pass line bet and then we would put the odds behind it, when you have a don't pass, you put the odds next to it on the don't pass line, kind of offset like that, or bridged depending on the payout. Okay, so I'm going to bridge this one, and actually I'm going to do 60 odds anyway. Okay, and I will tell you guys, you're always safe to do $60 odds on pretty much any table, you know, depending on like what the limits are on your odds. Okay, but our point was 9, so let's see how this works out. Okay, and guys, after this, okay, there's a 5, doesn't affect us. Okay, we're really just looking for a 7 now, guys. We're looking for the 7 to come before the 9. There's another 5. Guys, if you like this video, again, there's a hard 6. Please make sure there's a 7. Okay, the 7 came before the 9. So now we're going to get paid even money, and we're going to get paid $40 on our $60 odds. Okay, we're going to get paid 2 to 3, kind of the reverse of what the pass line odds would pay us. Okay, and we can collect up all our money now. Rack it. Okay, and now we got a new shooter coming out. Guys, if you like this video, please make sure you subscribe. I'm going to keep this short. At the end of the video, I'm going to have a link to a more detailed strategy of how you can use don't pass bets, lay bets, and don't come bets. Okay, and watch for those shorter tutorials on these too. So I'm gonna produce another tutorial just on don't come bets. I'm gonna produce another tutorial on lay bets. Okay, and I'm gonna try to keep them short and simple. Okay, new shooter coming out. We're on the don't. Okay, two craps, 2. We win on a 2. Okay, unlike the pass line, you would lose on the 2. Okay. And 10. 10 came easy on the come out. Ooh, we like that, right? Because now we have 6 ways to win our don't and only 3 ways to lose it. Okay. And so what we're going to do this time is we're going to do 50 odds. And since the odds are going to pay us 1 to 2, in other words, our odds bet would pay us $25 and our original bet was $25, we bridge the odds bet. Okay, here we go. Okay, 9, center field 9. 7, out 7. Okay, now a little bit of etiquette. A lot of people at the table are playing the pass line. They wanted that 10 to hit. They maybe had a big odds bet back here, thinking they're going to double their money. And instead, you just won. You're going to get paid even money on your original don't pass bet. You're going to get paid 1 for every 2 on your odds. Okay, so you're going to get paid $50 on that. Everybody else just lost. Many people at the table just lost. So, you know, keep it low key. Keep your happiness low key. Okay, puck is off. New shooter coming out. Okay, 5. No field 5. Okay, we're marking the 5. Okay, and now, again, this is just like the 9, right? So we want to have our odds divisible by 3. Okay, so we want to have just even dollar amount on the 4 and 10. Odds divisible by 3, odds divisible by 6. Always divisible by 6 works. Okay, so we're going to go back to 60 odds. Okay, 60 odds is going to pay us 40 when the point's a 5 or a 9. Here we go. We're looking for the 7. Okay, 3 craps 3. That doesn't affect us now that it's not the come out. 7 out. There's a 3 and a 4. 7 out. Everybody else at the table is all upset. And you're collecting your winnings. Okay, so you're going to get paid even money on your original don't, and you're going to get paid $40 on your $60 odds. Okay, pretty good so far, huh? Okay, it can work, but just like any strategy, sometimes it doesn't. Okay, this is going to be the last one on the rollout, and then I'm going to share a different link with you for how to implement this into your play a little bit more. Okay, 7, winner, frontline winner. Okay, and that means a frontline winner is a loser for us. Okay, so there's the risk. There's the big risk. Okay, 7, winner, frontline winner. That means we lose. Dice are out, hands high. 3 craps 3. Line away. Don'ts get paid. There we go. 10 came hard on the come out. We like a 10. We like a 10 when we're playing from the don't. We're going to go 50 odds. And guys, I could go more than that. Okay. Typically, you could go as, you know, because this is a 3, 4, 5 times table, like is often the case. My odds could be up to 6 times of this. Okay, so I could go like 150 right here. And then I would win 75, which would be 3 times more than my base bet. Okay, so again, you can go as high as 6 times your base bet as a general rule on most like Vegas tables. 5, no field 5. This is our last roll of the rollout, guys, and then we'll wrap it up. 6 came easy. 3 craps 3. Again, doesn't affect us at this point, but would be a winner on the come out. Okay, 9, center field 9. 6 came easy again. All we're looking for is a 7 before the 10. Okay, 7 out 7. Okay, and again on the 10, we're getting paid even money on the odds, and we're getting paid even money on the flat bet, and we're getting paid 1 to 2 on the odds. Okay, so there you have it, guys. And again, if the point was 6 or 8, because we didn't see it on the rollout, what we'd want to do with our odds is, again, we could have any amount divisible by 6. Okay, in this case, if we do 60, we would win 50. If we did 30, we would win 25 on the odds bet. Okay, because we get paid 5 for every 6. And again, because 30 would pay us $25 on the odds, and our original flat bet was $25, since they pay the same, we would bridge the odds like this. Okay, so guys, I hope that helped you understand the don't pass bet a little bit more, and hope this video was short enough to digest it all. Please watch this link. I think it's going to be up in this corner right about here. Please watch this link if you want to see implementation of the 6-7-8 strategy. It's my most popular video. It has over 8,000 views at this point, and it just keeps on gaining traction. Okay, guys, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Watch out for more videos about the don't come and about lay bets coming up soon. Okay, as always, guys, good luck with all your gambling, and please always bet responsibly.